If 2021 has taught us anything so far, it's that we're not going back to business as usual anytime soon. What does that mean for your practice? Welcome to Gimbal's Tip of the Week, where you get practical, actionable advice you can use right away to build a more productive and profitable legal practice. Why? Because every lawyer deserves a practice that gives them financial success and the time to enjoy it. Throughout February, we've looked at the challenges of working with remote teams and strategies you can use to overcome the obstacles. And there are links down below in case you've missed anything. Our last tip in this series is simple. Embrace the reality that things won't be going back to normal. Instead, set yourself and your team up now for long-term success in the work-from-home future. It may be tempting to shrug off these strategies because you think you're not going to need them for very much longer. Many firms have failed to implement effective mechanisms to improve their remote teams because they believe this is temporary, but it's not. Though a vaccine is on the way, we may never go back to business as usual, and we probably shouldn't. There are some serious benefits to being agile, reducing real estate spend, working remotely, and embracing more technology to run your law practice. Successful firms, no matter how small or large, aren't using stopgaps or half-formed plans for managing their teams. They're putting concrete, long-term systems in place to support effective remote work. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to solve some of the practical challenges that make it harder to work from home. Start by listening to your team members. What challenges are they having? As part of a recent Working Together When You're Working Apart presentation, we polled over 250 lawyers, paralegals, and assistants at one of Canada's largest firms to find out what the biggest frustrations were for them for working from home. A surprising number of respondents said they simply didn't have access to adequate resources at home. Desks, ergonomic chairs, keyboards, extra monitors, all those things that firms typically invest in for the office, but people often don't have at home. Not having this equipment affects people's ability to produce their best work. Find out what your people need and do what you can to alleviate the frustrations they've been having. And don't just ask the lawyers. If you want the best quality work from your juniors, assistants, and paralegals, and all of these support staff that you have in the office, find out what they need. We know some firms that have allowed their staff at all levels to take whatever equipment they need from their offices to get themselves set up effectively at home. And listening to your team members has an added benefit. By asking for feedback and having those regular check-ins, you can ensure that you're hearing about and addressing all of their frustrations before they become major problems. And that's it. This week's tip is set your team up for success so you can embrace the benefits of working from home and enjoy the flexibility and the cost savings. While your competitors are using stopgaps until things go back to normal, you'll have effective, robust teams who can produce quality work no matter where they're working. It's a proactive approach that leads to happier team members and ultimately happier clients. The information we've covered in this month of tips on remote working is just some of what we go through in our new presentation, Working Together When You're Working Apart. Use the link below to book a call if you'd like to bring Working Together When You're Working Apart into your organization. Take a deeper dive into the strategies that will improve how you and colleagues across your firm manage remote teams. What you learn will benefit you well into the future. And that's it for this week. Stay tuned for more great tips. Sign up below and you won't miss anything.